Welcome to the Old Bastards Racing League Wednesday night truck race. Sitting here tonight with Ken Schultz, and we got a guest announcer of Princess Crystal, Cece, tonight to check us out and be in the booth with us doing a number 35 race review, race reporter for us. And Ken, how's it going tonight? You ready for tonight's race?
Oh, I am. It's championship night, guys, and we got 120 laps around Homestead tonight, where the weather is beautiful. It's 77 degrees on the outside temperature, but the track is at a good, nice 92 degrees. Looking forward to this great championship run we got going on tonight.
Crystal, how are you getting along over there watching that 35 get ready to pull them belts tight and come down one time?
Doing pretty good out here.
So this should be an interesting race, Ken. We were watching practice and qualifying, and everybody was doing a fantastic job. The truck seems to be really sticking to the track and getting some decent speeds out of it.
20 will be going high.
Yeah, things are looking real good. It should be an exciting race. One of our championship contenders, Ben Shepard, winning fast time tonight with a 32.37 lap, followed closely by Sean Sadler and Dan Berghoff running third in time. Another one of our championship contenders, Eddie Jones, Eddie the Raging Cajun. He's running fourth tonight. Coco, our partner, the Bandit Rupert, fifth in time. Congratulations, Rupert, on a great qualifying effort. Chris Salwish, he's got sixth in time with Judge Joe Brown seventh. Steve, the Mule Thompson, he got eighth tonight. Titanium with a great qualifying effort tonight in ninth. And Brian the Bull Glass rounding out our top 10.
That's a fantastic top 10 there. They're all strong contenders. Cece, where are we looking at on the 35 right now? Is he getting ready to go?
Yep, he's getting all ready to go.
All right, guys, these guys are lining up now. We'll go through the first and foremost. How many cautions for tonight? Ken, since Cece's our guest announcer, we'll let her pick the number. How many cautions tonight, Cece?
I'm thinking maybe 3 cautions.
Okay, Ken, I'll let you go next. 3 cautions, Cece says.
I'm going to go under. I'm going with 2. It's championship night. These guys raced this track on Monday night. They did a great job Monday night. I think they're going to be just fine. I'm going with 2, so I'm going under from Crystal.
Okay, so you're going under. I'm going to go over. I think people are going to want to hammer this sucker down, and I think they're going to race hard starting out, and they got to get the settled down. I'm going to go 4, so I'm going to say higher. And then we got, of course, the Cocoa Cigarette. How many Cocoa Cigarettes? Right now, this is number 1.
All right, guys, tighten it up.
I gotta say 5 on that.
5 on the Cocoa Cigarettes. Ken?
I'm going under. I'm going 4. I think you're not going to have a whole lot of time to smoke tonight. I think you're going to be doing lots of talk.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We're getting ready to go green, so I'm going to take us to that green flag, if you don't mind. Ken, did you take care of 20?
Penalties are all issued out to all drivers. We are ready to rock, and turn it over to you, Coco, for the start of the green.
Green flag is waving, and we're off and running as these guys get a decent start. Looks like the 00 Pop Keener get a little slow start, but doesn't have any problems out there.
Pops Keener with an awesome qualifying effort. Started 11th in tonight's race. That is just outstanding for Pops Keener. Glad to see him back racing again with the OBRL.
Just what I thought. The 15 looking underneath the 6. He's getting impatient. He's taking his front end and put it around there. See if he can do anything with it. But gets back in line. Doesn't do 3 wide for first lap, which is a good idea.
Yeah, they're all turning out straight in. Cal Miller is coming down pit road, serving his green flag. Pass through as he's supposed to. Well done, Cal Miller.
We got the 24 underneath Pops Keener right now. It's nice to see Pops out there on the thing. Pops is a staple of the OBRL and has been with us a very long time. Had to take a break, a little hiatus, but doing a fantastic job out there right now.
He was doing pretty good during practice today, too.
Yeah, he's a good driver. He just the length of the races and things. He's got a little competitive out there, and he wanted to take a little break and take it off. But I'm glad to see him out there. There's the 35 behind the 98 at Troy Turkison in that Hooters ride. 35 seems like he's got his truck underneath him pretty well. Yeah,
and Troy's also one of those contenders for the championship tonight, along with 23 of Josh Robinson. So your 4 championship contenders: Ben Shepard, who is leading. Eddie Jones, who's running second, 98 truck of Troy Torgerson, and the 23 truck of Josh Robinson. Those four are going for tonight's championship in the second season of the 2020 truck season for Burning Rubber Baby Radio.
Burning Rubber Baby. You know what, Ken? I missed my Burning Rubber Baby at the start of the race. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Coco. You're losing your mind there, buddy.
That's all. I love these trucks as they go by. It's just, that static camera looks really good as these cars at speed go by. These trucks, there you go. Dollar in the swear jar.
Exciting news for the trucks for next season, season number 3 for the OBRL, is we're going to see the Ford F-150 out here. And that's going to be kind of exciting to see. And also OBRL is changing things up on the amount of tires and fuel being used in them trucks. Coco, can you elaborate on that?
Well, basically, the iRacing is taking a new model, and they're allowing us to limit how many tires somebody can change. So we're going to get a shot with 3 sets of tires that you can go on. So every pit stop is not going to be giving a fresh set of tires. You're going to have to plan that out, as well as they're cutting down the fuel mileage from 60% of a fuel tank is what OBRL runs here on all of our series. We're cutting that down to 50% to try to equal out the tire swappage. And see if we can make it more on fuel mileage and tire wear, and less about how fast that truck actually is, right?
Yeah, because more of a strategy race than it does for a talent race, and I think that's going to be kind of surprising to see some changes. Some of the old guard more towards the back, and some of the new, smarter thinking drivers, or who think they're smarter thinking drivers, might be running in the front a little bit more often with strategy reasons.
CC, what do you think about that? What do you think about those new rules getting implemented in season 3 there?
I think it's a pretty good idea. I mean, going along with regular NASCAR and everything, they've got limits on theirs. Should have limits on iRacing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pops is still doing a fantastic job. I agree with CC there, and I think it's I think it's going to be fantastic. I like to see different changes. We tried some other changes, and it didn't work out. What was it? Stage racing. We didn't like it. It didn't work out well for us, but. You know, it's nice that we sit there and try different things for the drivers so that it's always changing up. You're not just driving around in circles, right, Ken?
Yeah, and it's a trial basis for the next season. Doesn't mean that we're going to go to it full time or anything like that. It's something we want to give a shot at and see if it does work for our drivers or not. I want to say hi to Matt Shepard. He's out there listening to us. It's the father of our leader right now, Ben Shepard. So. Hopefully, words of encouragement have been offered to him before the race.
You got Ben Shepard in the lead right now with the 14 in tow, doing a real nice job right now as we look at over and see that Ben's got a nice little gap. He's got a good rhythm going. So if he just does that, he's got Eddie Jones on the back end right now. Eddie's not going to push the issue. So these guys need to ride and get some laps under their belt.
Ben is very, very strong at this track. I remember him winning the Leo race that Coco and me and you commentaried with Burning Rubber quite a few months ago and all that, and I know Ben has won many times at this track in this truck.
Yeah, Ben's a strong competitor all the way around. And so what are you hearing, Crystal, from the 35 there? How's his truck holding up for him?
He's doing pretty good right now. Looks like behind John Parrott.
Right behind Big John Paris in that 24 truck.
Also want to say hello, hoping Dode Hoskins is with us listening sometime. Dode, hope for your return shortly to the OBRL. I know that shoulder's been giving you problems, man. We want to see you back out competing. We miss you, buddy.
Absolutely. Dode's another old-timer here at the Old Bastards Racing League, and it ain't the same without that Green Hornet running around there, is it, Ken?
No, it's not. He's a great competitor. I miss racing against him. One of the cleanest drivers, but one of the toughest people out there that you can race against.
We got single file racing going on right now. A lot of good passing going on the track, but it's a lot of give and take. I think actually Ken's going to win on that one. These guys are showing me some patience, and they're definitely showing me a low caution race tonight.
Well, this can change in a heartbeat. I hate to say it, but it has happened many times where we've gone green for many laps, and then it became a rough race towards the end.
I believe I was the culprit of the last one. We did 175 laps, I believe, under green flag conditions, and I decided to take out our fearless leader and league owner, and on accident, of course. Wink, wink. And they I started the floodgates. We went from 0 to what, 5 cautions, Ken? Because, as you know, cautions breed cautions.
We had so many cautions, we even had to extend the race a little bit for you there, Coco.
Yeah, I felt so bad for that one. Nobody here wants to get into anybody, and there was just some net code and some other stuff. It was bad. I apologized, I think, for 3 days after that. Yeah, these guys look like they're doing a real nice job. We got a little gaggle of trucks here with the 00, just kind of, going through, but they're making it through. A 216 just went underneath them. 105, it looks like he's trying to get through, but they're taking their time, and they're really just thinking out their passes. They're giving room. They're being real respectful tonight on this championship race.
Hey, CC, what are you seeing on guys in practice on fuel runs tonight? How many laps are you coming up with?
We said about 28 to 30 laps. 30 if you're conserving.
All right. Thank you very much for that information. Greatly appreciated. Did talk to Cameron Rupert. There is some pretty good tire drop-off. That's a condition of this track and all that. And a shout goes out to Matt Rains, who is part of the Bandit Nation out there. So, hey, Matt, thanks for joining us tonight and cheering on Bandit Nation.
I'm also seeing BK Adamson out there on chat. Those trucks do look awesome. Being up in this booth, it makes us get the itch, right, Ken? But definitely, wish I was out there as well, buddy. So hang in there, and hopefully you're enjoying the show at least.
Yeah, these guys are putting on a good show. Yeah, it'd be fun to be out here playing with these guys, but hey, I enjoy being with you, Pete, and Crystal. Great addition to the team right now, and someday we'll get back behind the wheel of this truck or something like that. But hey, I'm having a fun time talking to you guys and bringing you guys out in social media this great race tonight.
I'm looking at lap 17. Thanks, Ken, and the feeling is definitely mutual. I'm sure. Hopefully, CC's having a good time out there tonight with us.
Oh, most definitely.
So we got lap 17 to 120. We're talking 28 to 30 laps. So we're looking about 10 laps where we start thinking about our pit stops. And guys?
Yeah, 2 tires is completely out of the question at this place here. And Petrinio getting into the wall. Does a nice job saving it so Troy Torgerson doesn't get into.
Yeah, the guys not got backed up. Sorry to interrupt you, Ken. I just seen a wall.
I caught it about the same time you did.
To tell that 35, be careful out there. Petrino's pushing it hard. That's a pucker moment for the 94.
Oh, I bet not just for him. I bet you it was for the 98 truck of Torgerson also having it happen right in front of him with Troy running for that championship. Talking about Troy Torgerson, his teammate Mike Watts has joined us in social media tonight, chatting with us. Mike must be out on the road doing some service work for your customers, huh?
Well, he is, and he can't race with that. Or he's home, actually. I talked to him today. I'll go over that in a moment because he did be a big solid. But Mike Watts is rooting Troy Torgerson on, like you said, and he actually, just a little bit of information, we're talking to Mike, see if we can get him up here in the booth next season. We're not sure if he's going to run or not run or what he's going to do, but maybe he'll pop in here from time to time on the truck seasons or any other season, and Mike will be up there enjoying himself with us.
That'd be awesome. Be looking forward to that. Mike's a great guy, great painter. Guys need any paints made up? Talk to that guy, Mike Watts. Does a great job. Does most of these cars out in the OBRL.
Well, not to take over the mic, Ken, but I'm going to wait. But the 11 goes under the 94, going 3 wide with 57 on top. Decides against it, applies a little bit of brake, it looks like, and lets that 94 get back in line. That was very smart on the 11 truck.
That's where I'm at.
Well, we're 20 laps in. We still have Ben Shepard leading this thing with Sean Sadler and Eddie Jones running third with Dan Berghoff. He's fourth. Rupert's he's right where he started, 5th place there. Thompson in the 67 truck still going strong in 6th. Judge Joe Brown is 7th. Chris Selowich, he's running 8th. Ed Adams moved up to 9th. And Titanium's hanging on for that last position in our top 10.
Sounds good. Yeah, they were battling up front there. We have a really good race going on here, Ken. They're kind of spread out, but you have your little bunches of races. That's a good race right there. The 11 goes after that 94 once again. 94 battles back. See if he can get through there. They're side by side. It looks like they're drag racing down the front straightaway, but I think 11's going to have it going in, and 94 is going to back off and get in line just like he should.
As that was going on, I was watching the 35 truck of Jim Westerfield getting on the inside of there of John Paris and making a nice pass going in the corner.
Actually, looks here sitting shotgun.
You like sitting shotgun. So, CC, in case you didn't know, she's driving shotgun with the 35 right now. She's looking out the windshield. I'm not sure if I would want to be doing that. I might be holding on to that oh shit handle.
Yeah, this kind of makes me a little bit dizzy here.
There you go. I definitely would see that happening to me.
11 pitting.
Oh, we got 11 pitting on the 24th lap. 67 shouted out too, Ken?
Yeah, I'm hearing a couple shout-outs here. I'm thinking, I was expecting them guys to try to stretch it to 3, but...
we just had an accident with the 18 going in. Did you see that, Ken?
98 is going to pit.
Yeah, 18, I think the 42 truck hit the tire barrier. You may want to go back and replay the 42 truck there, Coco.
Let me go check that out for us, see if I can pick up on that for us.
While you're looking back at that, yeah, Dan Berghoff, who was running in our top 5 there, he also started sliding down pit road, and I believe his right front that actually made contact with the pit wall.
21 pitting.
So we have the 42 coming in, Ken, and it looks like, oh yeah, it looks like he just comes in way too hot and takes out the 18. And then gets planted into the tire barrier wall, the container wall.
Ouch, that hurt. There's a little bit of pride hurt there, too, I would think, on that Adams part.
I think so. No caution, is there? Right now, they're
No,
still
we're
racing.
green yet.
Nope.
That was terrible, man. That took out the 42, who I thought was going to be a strong contender tonight.
Well, hopefully there wasn't too much damage to the Dan Berghoff truck because he was just kind of an innocent bystander on that one there, Coke.
Absolutely. 67 looks below the 28, and they go side by side right now going in. Wow, he's underneath him.
That was some good driving, give and take driving there by those 3 guys, making sure they didn't go into that corner 3 wide.
Yeah, they definitely, the 28 backed it out and let everybody by, knowing he was a little slower. He might be on older tires.
That's the difference between having fresh tires on these trucks and having 28-lap tires on these trucks. There's quite a bit of speed difference between the.
Where's 35 at? Did he end up coming in yet?
Yeah, I'm in already.
So Ken, you said that 2 tires will not work on this track. I apologize. I am not familiar with this track enough. Just too slippery. What's the deal?
The track is too gritty and it takes that left side tires and wears them out just as quick. Not as bad as the right side, but it does a pretty rotten job of tire wear on the left sides of these vehicles.
24 pitting this time.
98, 23, and 28 all run under. 23 lets everybody by. Doesn't contend too.
See, Brian Glass has electrical issues right now and has to take her back to the truck and make some repairs, and maybe we'll see the 87 truck of Glass back out shortly.
35 comes up hard on the 57, and 57 does not move out of the way.
23 pitting this lap.
Was there contact made there? If it was not, it was a great job by him not getting to the back of that truck there.
He was hard on the binders. Hard on the binders.
pitting, 176. 57 pitting, 1 pitting.
A lot of
57's
pit
going
stops
into
again.
pits.
8 pitting.
I think the 57 wanted to pit before then, but just had the whole group coming up on him. Great job done by the 35 of Jim Westerfield.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job here.
He almost bought the farm on that one, though, didn't he, CC?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty close to it.
I bet you that was a pucker moment right there.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that he didn't hit the button, but there was some four-letter expletives coming out. I know I would have.
I probably would have too.
103 pitting.
103's dumping down in the pit lane. 103's been with us a while, huh, Ken?
Dave Acacia is trying to get his 2-digit number. He's earning it a real smart way. He had a great finish Monday night in the ARCA race. I believe he came home in the top 5, and he did it on fuel strategy and did a great job out there. And tonight coming in after 30 laps and was leading, but now he's running down pit road right now, yeah.
During that stop, and I hit the 18.
I just heard some chit-chat from the 42 and saying something about coming down and hitting the 18. He was blowing in there, so I don't know what he was discussing, whether he did a pass-through or not.
Yeah, I missed that conversation there. I did hear a little bit of it, but unknown, but I know he's apologetic for what all happened.
Yeah, it's shit happens out there. It really does, and it's tough. Your emotions are high, things get said. But
I'm looking at timing and scoring, and what happened to Ben Shepherd? He had electrical issues also. That's a rough way to lose a championship. Having a throughout unacceptable level. Rough break there for one of our championship contenders, Ben Shepherd.
showing 2 laps down right now and off the grid.
Don't get down through that. Okay.
So we're at lap 33. Timing and scoring is straightening everything out. And it looks like right now we have Eddie Raging Cajun Jones leading this thing with Steve Thompson running second. Chris Salowich doing a great job moving up to third. Sawalish. And we got Judge Joe Brown. He stepped up a little bit. He's moved up to fourth. Troy Torgerson, another one of our championship contenders. He's running a solid top 5. Coco, can you continue from there?
Yeah, we have Thomas Ogle in the number 11 truck in 6th position. We have the Bandit, our buddy, in the 7th position in number 12. Josh Mayu in the 02 in 8th. Jim Westerfield doing a fine job in the top 10 and number 35 in 9th position. And we have Bruce Pearson showing up on the 10th position, currently in that 22 truck.
Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, we don't talk about Bruce a whole lot. Glad to see him running in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, it's a real nice run for him in the 22. He's been having some hard luck on some of these races, but I think he's doing a fantastic job tonight.
Oh, most definitely. Bruce has been around the OBRL for a year and a half or so, maybe a little longer. Good, solid competitor. Stays out everyone's way. He'll run you hard. He'll run you good, but I like the guy a lot.
Yep, we have our view right now on the 14 of the Raging Cajun Jones kicking ass right now, picking names. Doing a fine job out there. He's coming up on a lap car. I'm not sure. I think that is the 42, if I'm not mistaken. Currently 6 laps down, but still running around.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much damage Ed did receive on that pit road entrance problem there. So, Crystal, what's Jim saying about his truck right now?
His truck seems to be doing okay for now. He's just racing his heart out here.
He's sitting behind Josh Mayhew in the 2 truck, I believe, doing a nice job. He's the 35's got a smarts about him. He's just got to keep his head on tonight and take a spot by spot and be patient.
Yeah, we've gone almost a third of this race. We're almost at 40 laps already. So, so far caution free. Let's hope we can hang on to this for another big patch of laps here, because I sure like seeing these guys run green flags.
We got some really close racing guys between a 216 and a 22 right now. They are The 22 had back out a little bit, I think, and the 216 was, I'm talking inches door to door.
See Sean Sadler putting up a good battle there with a 35 truck at Jim Westerfield. Sean maybe on a slightly fresher rubber than what Jim is right now. I know Sean stayed out just a shade longer than what Jim.
They're giving each other great racing room right now. As Crystal is shotgunning that and watches that 01 go by the 35 currently. That 01's
Yeah,
got the
he's running
pit.
a good race tonight.
Yes, he is. Doing a fantastic job. I like Homestead. I like Homestead. Wide open track. There's a lot of racing room. If you're just, somewhat patient, if you take your time, you can pick them off. It's a good racetrack. Hey guys, I'd like to take this time real quick just to hit one of our sponsors, our Homestead.net. Hemshack CBD oil is a sponsor of our Monday night series, our Monday night ARCA series. Definitely Hemshack. It's not your truck stop CBD oil. It's pure, it's clear, it's good stuff. Take it for headaches, sleep, and ailments. It helps everybody. It helps tons of people. Almost everybody in the league has tried this stuff, and it has helped them immensely. Check out Hemshack.net for the gummy bears, the oils, the rubs, the creams, all the good shit. So check it out, Hemshack.net, our sponsor of our Monday night series.
Thank you, Pete, for that great advertisement for Hemshack and drivers and people out there in social media. If you do like what you're seeing and you want to compete with us at the OBRL, if you are over 35 years of age, have an I rating of under 3,500, this kind of racing entertains you and wants to race a lot of green flag laps, fill out the application at the OBRL.net. Coco will get you all signed up. You can be racing with us in a short amount of time. That is OBRL.net.
Crystal, what sponsor are you pushing?
I don't know.
How about your best burning rubber baby?
Oh yeah, we haven't got a
Burning
burner.
rubber, baby.
There you go. We got a burning rubber from the CC right there. That was good burning rubber, baby, too.
I've been working on it.
If you see the 200-digit numbers out there, you see Greg Peevler in the 216 out there. Greg has been a member of the OBRL. Got away from us for a couple of weeks, and if you're gone from the OBRL, you don't lose your place in the race. You just get moved to a different number, race so many races, and then you got to reapply for a 2-digit. So normally you don't see a whole lot of 200 series numbers out here, but that is the reasoning for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, with that 216 on there, it doesn't look that bad. I love the truck. I think he's done a real nice job on that. What is that, a Craftsman?
I'll have to get a better view of it.
Yeah, I think it's a Craftsman Tools or something. I don't know what it is. Truck Centers. That's it. Rush Truck Centers he's got on there. It looks real good. Had to get my old eyes up close and personal to that monitor for that one.
There you go.
Looks
Now
good.
you're starting to look like me when I look into the monitor.
Looks like the 35's got the 22 just barreling down on him as he's the 22's fighting off the 6. And then you have Ben Shepherd sitting there back in the mix of things, passing the 67 right now, trying to get some laps back. Ben Shepherd's looking 8 laps down.
Yeah, Eddie Jones has about a 1.5-second lead over Steve Thompson. Steve was about 2.5 seconds a couple of laps ago, so he is closing in on Eddie Jones.
I think I offended Steve and Eddie the other night after their race. I noticed that Steve was going for a championship and Eddie was in tow. And I said, what are you, his big brother, going to protect him?
Well, those guys are good teammates, just like you and Kevin are to me and all that. And Rob Shoemaker. Rob Shoemaker is out there tonight, and he's also a team member of ours. And we
Where
kind of
is
protect
Rob?
each other a little bit.
Where's Rob?
Ah, Rob running the 6 truck tonight.
Looks like he's in 11th spot, right?
Doing a fine job. We missed Rob for a few weeks, didn't we? In that Cheez-Its, and he didn't send me any Pringles yet. Son of a bitch. Where's my Cheez-Its?
There he is.
In case you didn't know, CC, he works for the Cheez-It Company.
67 pit.
And we don't get free Cheez-Its.
Well, that's a shame.
That's
I
a
checked my
damn
front.
shame.
I check my front doorstep every day, and I still never see him set out there by the UPS man, unless the UPS man's the one who's eating them.
173.
Got 6-7 diving down in the pit lane at 49. These guys are doing 25 laps, Ken, is what I'm seeing right now.
I think the tire drop off is so great in these trucks where they feel that the extra pit stop is not going to hurt them because they can save it up with fresher rubber on their truck.
So we just found out Mike Watts, I'm going to call him our lead painter because I don't go anywhere else. I don't think anybody else does, but Mike does a fantastic job for us and everybody he does. Quick, fast. He's inexpensive, comparatively speaking. He does a great job. And he says that he painted Rob's truck for him.
Cool.
The shoe man. Nice job, Mike. Got the 11 going under the 24 right now. Making an easy pass there. I think 24 is out of it right now.
Yeah, with his different pit strategies out here, you see different leaders all the time. Right now, we got Judge Joe Brown leading this thing. Chris Salowich, he's running.
Judge Joe Brown taking the lead lap, getting that extra bonus point. Not that it matters at the last race, but every little bit helps get you up in them point standings.
It's pride, man. It's nice to lead a lap. I don't care when it is. It's just great to be able to lead a lap in this league.
Who, what, where, when, why, I don't care. I want to be in front.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think I'd wait till later in the
Once you
race to
hit
get
this
towards
back.
the front, stay in the middle. You miss a lot of the cautions that way.
Yeah, those guys up front do race hard. I'll tell you that. 'Cause when you actually race through this thing and you come up through the pack, and you'll notice the intensity level as you go 5 cars stints. You'll notice it. So sometimes if I'm not feeling good with my vehicle, whether it be a car or truck or whatever, I don't mind sticking with the group that I feel comfortable with because I know if I go 5 cars more, then I can't handle the intensity up there.
You do get better as the more you do it up there, but it's still not an easy thing. These guys are good out here in the OBRL. Very, very tough league. I see Rupert's leading now, so as you can see, we're jumping all around here. We got cars all over the place in this racetrack right now.
You got the 14 diving down underneath the 12, but I think we just pit strategies are all over the place, Ken. I got half the field, 16 through 32 on laps down, but purely on pitting strategies.
That's all it is. Yeah, the pass that you just saw Eddie do on Kevin there, that was just to get back to the lead lap again.
Still pushing in the lead right now as Steve the Mill Thompson gets on his bumper, who's a lap down, trying to get his lap back.
And you can see Kevin's doing the right thing by making sure he's giving those guys with fresh rubber clean alley of that racetrack. Not that he's holding them up any. That's great sportsmanship there by the 12 Skull truck.
We'll give you a top 10 rundown as soon as this all works out. Crystal, how's our 35 doing right now?
35 seems to be doing okay right now.
Has he made that second pit stop yet, Crystal?
Yes, he did. He actually just got back onto the track a couple laps ago.
94 pitting.
Steve Petrini on a 94 and 182 of Dwayne MacArthur, the general. They're coming on pit road right now. I see Jeff Gilmore has ended his night early. He has disconnected, loaded up the truck, heading back home, and we'll see him Friday night at Mid-Ohio. Coco, you have changed. Hello, Waldorf.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Crystal, we're getting close to that halfway point, so start giving some thought of who's you're going to be your pick for tonight's race. We got a couple laps yet, so we'll give you a couple minutes to think about that.
180 pitting.
Right now, I'm hoping that Ben Shepherd gets back up there because he'd been doing pretty good up until today, up until earlier in the race.
Yeah, Ben had a great season so far, but I think with his electrical problems that he had there, I think that pretty much eliminated him unless we get a lot of cautions coming up in this last half of the race. I think the amount that he's behind, I don't believe he's going to be able to come back. He is 7 laps down to the leaders right now.
I've actually been watching Rupert doing pretty good.
Rupert's doing a good job. He's holding out for that tires. He's going to probably wait till lap 60 or 61. You'll see him shooting down pit road real soon, I would think. Not sure what happened to Coco. I've seemed to have lost the voice of Coco here. I see a nice picture of Coco, but can't hear from him. Hopefully he's back. Maybe it's just small technical difficulties.
It's highly possible. I'm not hearing nothing from him right now either.
Well, we'll just have to do this on our own then. That's fine. We can do this, right?
Sure.
Yeah, Coco just got back to me on a side channel. He is having technical difficulties. He will be back.
I am back, guys. Sorry for the little discrepancy there. I threw up my Muppet and had to take care of my technical issue. We're looking fantastic. We got.
Did you forget to make a pit stop before the race?
Oh no, that wasn't the problem at all.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you if that's the problem. I'll say, hey, I got to go do my thing. But this was definitely a technical issue. Seems like my phone is not taking a charge, and somebody was trying to call me, and then it just died. I think it's my kids.
Hey, I see Rupert's down the pitch, just like I said, a lap 60. So we are halfway, people. So, Pete, I was telling Crystal, start thinking of who you have for tonight's. Well, we'll give it a couple of laps yet. We'll let traffic file through here, get timing and scoring straightened out here in a couple of laps, and we'll see where all these drivers are situated.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think we should wait until the field tires out. I think right now picking it would be a great idea because we don't know where everybody is.
Okay, let's start with Crystal tonight.
Your choice for the.
Heads up, 18.
Let's see. I'm
Hey,
actually
wait,
looking
wait.
at Shoemaker.
You can whisper right now because we know that Jim's sitting right next to you driving.
Yeah, fuel.
I've actually been watching Josh Mayu. He's doing pretty good tonight. Someone else that we haven't been talking about tonight. Let's see. I think maybe I might go with Rupert.
Kevin Rupert, number 12 is CC's call. Ken, go ahead. I'll let you go.
Man, I like her call. That's very, very nice. But I'm going with one of our championship contenders. I'm also going with kind of my boss and Coco's boss, and I'm going with Eddie Raging Cajun Jones tonight for this win and for the championship.
That's who my choice was going to be. That's a fantastic choice. But just to be different, since we've got Kevin, we've got Raging, I'm going to go with Steve Mule Thompson.
Another great choice, sir.
I just don't know if Steve will pass Raging for the win under a championship race.
As long as Eddie would have it closed up in second where it wouldn't make a difference, he may do it, but knowing the gentleman Steve is, I'm thinking he's going to let Eddie do this. No, Steve's not a gentleman, is he?
No, he'll take out Raging. He'll take out
There you
Raging
go.
for the win. He wants to win. So here we go. We got we missed a couple of people here. We got Edward Campbell out there, number 39, watching us tonight. Thanks, Ed, for joining in. He's itching, I'm sure. And then we have he got home from work. He hated to miss the race, but we understand that's not a big thing, man. We'll see you next race, buddy. And then Mark Shepard, he thanked us for giving props to Ben out there on the 69 truck. He loves racing, and he enjoys our show every week. And we enjoy having you here, Mark, and thank you for taking the time to sit with us. Definitely, it's good to go. And, of course, it looks like Mike was going to pick Eddie Jones, but then he said he's pulling for Troy Tergerson. And then Ken took Eddie, so he says he's going to pick the Bandit. Or, I'm sorry, Matt Raines said he's going to pick the Bandit. So Mike Watts got Eddie Jones along with Ken. Matt Raines has the Bandit with CC.
It's great seeing all these people joining us on social media. We love it, people. You make our job much more fun to do when you guys are included in this, and thanks so much. And Dorito, wish you back out here real soon, man. Sorry you couldn't make her tonight. Be looking seeing you this weekend sometime.
Absolutely.
So I think timing and scoring has come out, so we'll give you a top 10 rundown. Leading right now is my pick, Eddie Jones. Steve Thompson running second. Judge Joe Brown, he's still running third. He's had a solid night tonight, Judge Joe Brown has. Chris Sawalich, also very strong, very steady tonight. Troy Torgerson running fifth. Coco, give me 6 through 10, please.
Just so you know, Liberace Thomas Ogle in that number 11 truck is running 6th. Josh Mayhew in that 02 truck running 7th. The Bandit, Kevin Rupert, number 12 truck running in 8th. Greg Pevler doing a nice job in that 216 running in 9th. And to round out our top 10, we have our number 35 with our in-car reporter, CC, number 35, Jim Westerfield in the 10th spot, rounding out our top 10. Fantastic run. So, while we're sitting here watching this race, Iron Out, guys, I want to just give you a head. He said, BK Adamson says, don't count JB, just so you know. And Edward Kimball says Shepard, but Shepard's out, I think, right?
Shepard 7 laps down due to electronic issues.
Yeah, joined a little late. But I wanted to give one shout out to Mike Watts for doing me a favor. My girlfriend, Janice Tarson, is running a powder puff race under the street stocks coming up on June, I believe it's 11th and 12th. And Mike has painted me a card to support her workings in the Baldwin Whitehall School District, purple and white street stock. It looks beautiful. She's done a great job on it, but we'll be running that. She'll be running that. She's going to do some practice laps this weekend next and get ready to do that race. But check it out, guys. It's iRacingWives.com, I believe, or on Facebook, iRacing Wives, and they're doing a little powder puff race for all the girlfriends, significant others, and wives are putting together a little powder puff race.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. It'd be kind of fun to watch some of these drivers going at it and enjoying iRacing.
Well, Ken, that brings me to my next question. Everybody's saying that they'll broadcast it and what have you. I was thinking on broadcasting it myself and maybe inviting you to come along and just see what happens.
If my calendar is open, Coco, I am there.
I think it'll be fun because I don't think anybody's going to broadcast it like we would. Right, CC? We've got the broadcasting market right now.
You guys are the best.
Go the inside, Ben. Inside.
Thanks, CC.
Are we better than those Friday night guys from Burning Rubber?
Well, of course you are.
Okay. You got to tell them that on Friday then.
I will most definitely do that.
They're definitely good guys on our Friday crew. They do real live races and everything else. They got us beat on the tone and the things they do. They're fantastic. They're great guys. You got Andy DeLay and Wayne Owens does a nice job. And then we had Tyler. I don't know Tyler's last name. It starts with a B.
Trevor Barris is actually going to be taking Andy's spot this week. Andy's going to be doing a live race at Gateway or Worldwide Technologies in Missouri. So he's going to be doing an SCCA race there live. So Taylor Barris is going to be joining Wayne up in the booth Friday.
That should be
No,
really
I gotta
cheap.
hand it.
Come down.
I gotta hand it to those guys. They do a pretty good job on Friday night.
67 pit.
Steve Thompson coming down, getting ready to come down pit road again.
Sitting on that 25 spot,
98
guys.
pitting.
See Eddie Jones coming down with him.
We got 35 pitting too.
That 67 is closing the gap hard as they come into pit lane.
That'll put these guys left with only one stop left to go if we can keep this thing going green the rest of the way. Coco, we've done a lot of laps tonight. We've done over 80 laps tonight under green. These guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. We also have Judge Joe Brown in between 67 and 14 right now as he comes in half cocked on the side there as I'm watching him just barely in his pit stall. Steve goes through him. If you notice, Steve can drive through the 21 as long as they're in a pit box. If he was outside the pit box, that would have been a collision.
105 pitting. 105
There
pitting.
was discussion about OBRL, about iRacing changing that and making a collision all the way through pit lane. I'm not sure where that sits right now, Ken.
I honestly would love to see it. It would stop people in the official races from doing that, creating a big advantage in it. In our league race in OBRL, we are not allowed to do that anyway. We have to come out of our pit stall as soon as we can, and we can't enter our pit stall until just a couple positions before. So I personally would love to see iRacing adopt that. It'd be kind of a challenge for a lot of these drivers to make that work for them.
Yeah, I just watched the 14 go under the 12. The 12's, definitely on older tires at this point. But again, it's the pit strategies, right, guys? Hey, CC, what's 35's pitch strategy right now? Nobody else can tell anybody else. So are we looking at, is he on a 25 or a 30?
I think he's doing close to maybe like a 28.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you very much. So there you go. 28. We got 25, 28, 30, huh, Ken?
Yeah, they're jumping around the place here, and I think a lot of the guys are under 25. But we'll see how this all shakes out. They all got at least one stop to do.
Yeah, we sat there. We're done with 77 laps of 120 is what I'm seeing, Ken. And these guys are still under green flag conditions, just battling it out all around the track.
Yeah, I see Kevin Rupert's back in the lead with the leaders going all in the pit area there, and Sean Sadler running second. Our other teammate, Rob Shoemaker, having a great run. He's running third with Josh Robinson, one of our championship contenders. He's running fourth right now. Guy we haven't called out all night long, Christopher Monroe, running the top five. And a general, Dwayne McCarthy, he's running sixth.
General MacArthur in that 182 truck. What I like about Friday nights, Ken, is we get a broadcast and we get to race.
That is so true. That does make it fun.
Pitting,
Hey, what do you think about Mid Ohio this weekend? Have you been at the track yet, Cole?
I have not been at Mid Ohio yet, but I heard it's hell on wheels with the elevation changes. Some said some blind corners were going on. I'm going to get out there and practice me a few laps and see what's going on. I like road courses. I'm not good at them, but I really think that it changes and helps my skill a little bit.
Yeah, and being the Xfinity car, it actually makes it a little bit more fun to race. I'd much rather drive the Xfinity car there than the Cup car because you got a little less horsepower. Doesn't break loose as easy coming out of the corners. But Mid-Ohio is just a great racetrack. It is a lot of fun to race there. And you're right, there's a lot of elevation change. Crystal, is Jim big into the road course racing there?
I'm not really sure. I'm still learning stuff about him.
There you go. Well, you know what? I think that she could have answered yes because pretty much if you're driving fast and racing, you pretty much race anything, anywhere, I think. It's frustrating on a road course. I'll tell you that. It's grueling, especially if you're running a direct drive wheel, motion, VR, and you know, and you got the rumble pads going, and I mean, it's excruciating. By the end of it, you're tired.
Before I had knee surgery back in last September, I had a very, very difficult time doing road courses. But now with two good legs underneath me again, I find road course racing a little bit easier, not quite so sore on the knees after a run on that track. But I enjoy it. Like you, Coco, I'm not the fastest at it, but I do have a good time out there. Try to keep the vehicle clean at all times, though.
That's it. That's pretty much it. If I get to smash the gas and turn the wheel, I'm pretty happy.
Boy, these guys are doing a great job. We got less than 40 laps to go, and our picks are looking good. Crystal's is looking good, but I know the Rupert's got another stop to make. They all got a stop to make yet. So liking what I see out there with all of our choices.
Absolutely. Got that 175 again, guys. I showed it as a Pennzoil truck on the stream tonight, but we've seen it as a 175 Pennzoil truck, a 175 red weight truck.
Yeah, I got it as a Pennzoil truck, and that's a beautiful, sharp-looking truck that John Mahar's got out there in that 175.
Yeah, you're doing a nice job. Crystal, have you thrown up yet from watching being in running shotgun there?
No, I've been taking my eyes off the screen actually.
There you go.
He's doing VR, so it kind of makes me dizzy watching the screen.
Oh yeah, it definitely will. I can't do VR. I'm having problems with motion sickness, so I'm stalling all my triples. I do have VR. I bought a new one. I bought an Oculus S. Put it on and said, "No, I'm done with this. I couldn't do it." And I'm gonna go and gradually get back into it. But some guys can't, from what I understand, can't do it. So for this long of a race, it definitely plays havoc with me.
Yeah, I'm a VR believer. I have the cheap Lenovo Explorer. It works great for me. Works good for my computer. I would have a hard time going back to monitors. I did run triples before. I love the clarity of monitors over the VR, but it's just so much more real being in VR than I got the sensation of having triples in front of me.
10-4, I got you on that. That's the same view of everybody has. They love that VR, but if you can't handle it, I'd rather be able to finish a race than have the VR, to be honest with you. That's where I'm sitting right now.
Hey, Coco, do we have more sponsors like I-40 and maybe some E-Metro stuff yet tonight?
Wait a second. You have no idea. I was just going to say, and I swear to you, this is no lie. I was just going to say, hey, guys, let's take a quick break to bring out that iMedia 40 or iFeel 40 Media. I was just going to say that. So let's break into that. We got an i40 Media. i40 Media is all your internet needs, web design, SOE, Google searches, what have you. They can take care of everything you need. It's run by our owner of the league, Steve Thompson, but i40media.com, they take care of, like I said, web design, advertisements, SOE searches, whatever you need in the internet spectrum. Check out i40media.com. Oh, by the way, they're the sponsor of our Friday night series.
Another great competitor that the OBRL has that's not joining us tonight is Pat Milligan from E-Metro Ford in Chicago. So nice shout out goes to E-Metro Ford Chicago. All your used car, and new car needs. Any make, any model, anywhere in the United States you need delivered, Patrick will make sure it gets it to you somehow, one way or another. Best prices around in the nation. So check them out at emetroford.com.
Sponsor of our Sunday series, our premier series, right, Ken?
Yeah, our 2-digit and below series.
2-digit and below. That's pretty good right there.
that fits you in there then.
Yeah.
So, Ken, we've got a question popped up here for you. Watts has asked, Have you tried
182
VR
better.
on the dirt tracks?
I have. I don't spend a lot of time on dirt.
175
I
is
grew
pitting.
up, raced real
175
life
pits
in
left
dirt.
on 98.96.
I spend very little time on dirt on iRacing. I love the cement, the asphalt right now, but I will get back slowly into dirt because I do miss it a lot. I have tried it. It does give you that sense that I had in the car back years ago, but I feel I need that motion seat to really get that full effect.
There you go. There's your answer, CC. Also, we had some guys jumping down in a pit lane. The 182, the 103, the 23. The 23 is exiting pit lane right now. So we're sitting there about 91 laps, and we got pit stops going, as well as the 6 in the Cheez It with Rob Shoemaker coming up behind that 23 truck.
They're going to have to stretch this baby out the rest of the way because, they'll be able to make her because I think they can hit 30, 31, but not much more beyond that. So these guys are making a bold decision right now by pitting with 30 to go.
The double zeros coming around as the 23 and the 6 jump into the racing line trying to get backing up to speed, and everything comes out pretty good. These guys stay low. These guys are doing a fantastic job of following the rules and just doing some clean, patient racing. What a fantastic run tonight.
I kind of love the thought of what these guys did because a couple of these guys that did pit just now had a very short third stint now. They ran very few laps in their third stint, kept fresh rubber under the car. I think this is going to be a big positive for some of those guys like Rupert and the 23 truck and all that. I think that was a very smart move by a couple of those guys.
We've got trucks all over the place that are simply in position to be in contention or the win, right, Ken?
176 coming in.
I'd sure like to see this thing go green the rest of the way to see how this thing all plays out.
I'm showing right now 1 through 20 is on the lead lap, give or take, and then 20 through 31, Ken, is laps down due to, of course, the pit strategies. BK Adamson, as the 11 shouts out that he's going to go into pit lane. It's kind of funny that the BK Adamson says it's nice that these guys do caution free, so he has to get up and work at 4:30. He wants to finish watching a race, so no cautions, guys. Adamson needs you to do it.
Well, I hope they satisfy his needs because that guy needs to get up early if he's got to be to work at 4:30 in the morning. Hey, I'm a 5 o'clock starter. I'm Central Time, but still, it's early. Early is early, gentlemen, and yeah, let's give these guys a break. Let our fans get some good night's sleep.
Absolutely. It looks like Jim had the 94 going underneath him, and I'm not sure if it's a different tire thing or what. What do we got there with the 94? Was the 94 just on pressure rubber there, 60?
That's what it looks like. 35 is going to be pitting here real soon.
98's
So.
going to pit. Chris, 98's pitting.
We got the 35 come down the pit lane right now as he crosses the stripe going in.
Another one of our championship contenders, Troy Torgerson, just calling out. He's
98's
coming on pit road right now.
He's right behind 69 truck. 67 goes around him clean and fine there. '98 gets woed down in time.
105 pitting. 105 pitting.
This hot pit coming off of 4, Coco, that could be kind of a tough spot because it's kind of a blind pit entrance coming in off of 4. You can easily drive right by it if you're not being real careful here at Homestead.
And on old tires, it's hard to get woed down that quick and come off that banking like that.
Oh, most definitely. It's a challenge sometimes. We're used to running that entrance to pit road coming off of 3, and iRacing opened it up where we can make that a hot pit coming out of 4 now, which I like a lot better anyway. It just kind of keeps the flow of the race a lot better.
Yes, it does. And I believe this is number 5, guys.
Man, I was hoping that you'd cut back a little bit, man. I'm worried about your health.
Oh, I'm a nervous wreck. This race has been awesome all night long, racing all the way around the track. I've been flicking camera buttons like crazy watching these guys go around each other.
Hey, Cece, look who's taking the lead again. I see Rupert leading this thing again, don't you?
I see that.
I
Doing
think
pretty good tonight.
I like her pick right now. I think she had a very strong pick for tonight's race.
I absolutely do. She's not in bad spot right now at all. He's got 9 laps on his tires, and he's got 20 laps to go. So that'll put him at 29. If he's good for 30, he can make it. The only thing that would screw him up is a caution or a green-white checker, guys.
I think with the green-white checker, I think you're going to see almost everyone having to come down and pit, but especially these guys who pitted at lap 30, they won't have enough fuel to make it to the rest of the way.
Well, just the top 3 of Rupert, Bandit, John Sadler, and Joshua Robinson, 1, 2, and 3. They're all in the same pitch strategy. They're all running. Actually, the top 6 are on the same pitch strategy. And then you got Bruce Pearson in the mix there. And then another 10 laps on their tires with Dwayne MacArthur.
Going in.
If you take a look from 1st to 7th, 1st to 8th with Steve Thompson, which would be one of the first cars on the shorter pit run, and there's a 20-second difference between Rupert. So Rupert would have to give up a second a lap in order for Thompson to catch him. So I think Rupert and Sadler and Robinson, they're looking in really good shape. And Robinson is one of our championship contenders right now, who has about a 15-second lead over Steve Thompson and about 17 seconds over second Eddie Jones, who's also in the points run.
Chris.
No problem.
So championship-wise, what we're looking at, yeah, we see Ben Shepherd still out there, but he's 7 laps down to the leader because of mechanical issues. Josh Robinson, he's running 3rd right now. He's looking very, very strong. He's got a big lead, quite a bit over Eddie Jones. He's got about a 17, 18-second lead over Eddie Jones. And then we got Troy Torgerson. I'm trying to find Troy down the list here. His name, he's running 11th right now, about 24 seconds behind Josh Robinson. So they got some work to do to catch up to Josh. Josh leading right now in our championship race.
And right now we have 103 laps. We're on 103 of 120.
Yep. I do love the strategy some of these guys played tonight. We're going a little longer. It did not hurt them at all with the tire wear. These guys are doing a great job. Love to see this thing going green the rest of the way.
Rupert does have about 5 more laps on his tires than Raging Cajun. How's that going to play into it, Ken?
Well, Rupert not in the championship. Rupert doesn't have to worry about that. Where Raging needs to get caught up to Josh Robinson, and there's about a 17-second change there between the two. So right now, Raging has to only worry about the 23 truck of Josh Robinson and the 98 truck of Troy Torgerson.
And Josh Robinson does have 5 more laps on his tires than Raging Cajun in that 14. Wondering if that's going to play a part in this.
Possible. I don't think so. I think got a big enough lead there. I don't see that that difference shortening up and all that. I think Robinson, if it stays green, is in great shape for the rest of this.
Oh, another thing to consider as well is it looks like, and I'm not going to say this is correct because I'm in scoring as screwed us in the past, but it also says Raging is a lap down in 8th position.
No, I don't have that. I have him 22 seconds down to the leader, so
Good.
He
Okay.
is 3/4 of a lap behind the leader.
Good, and exactly how I said. I don't trust my timing and scoring, so thank you, Ken, for
got it,
being my eyes.
Appreciate it.
Crystal, how's that 35 truck doing right now?
He's doing pretty good right now. Looks like he's ahead of Scott Collins.
The
Yeah,
183? Yeah, 180, Scott Collins.
And Jim has done all of his pit stops for the night if we stay green.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, he's got 11 laps on his tire stand with 13 to go.
Yeah, 13 to go. Man, these laps are just clicking by tonight, aren't they, Coco?
They really are. They really are.
I think Crystal's bringing good luck with her up in the booth with us, bringing this a great race tonight.
Yeah, she is. These are going to be quite interesting discussions tonight. We've got lots of interviews at the end of this one. I bet.
Hello, Calvin.
Yeah, we do. I want to give a shout out to Dwayne MacArthur. He's running 6th right now. Had to start towards the back of the field, seen as a 3-digit. Was not able to qualify because of that. He's got one heck of a run going on.
He's doing a real nice job there in that 182.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So we'll give one final rundown here while we're still on the green yet. We still have Kevin the Bandit Rupert. He's leading this thing. Sean Sadler, he's about 2 seconds behind Rupert right now with Josh Robinson, one of our championship contenders, about 5.25 seconds behind Rupert. Another one of our teammates, Rob Shoemaker, very strong run tonight, running in the 4th position right now with Chris Monroe rounding out our top 5. Coco, give me 6 through 10, buddy.
Yeah, it looks like in our 6th position we got Dwayne General MacArthur in that 182 sitting in 6th position. We got Steve the Mule Thompson currently in 7th in that 67 truck. We got Raging Cajun Jones in 8th position in his 14. And then we have Judge Joe Brown in the number 21 sitting in 9th position with Troy Turgeson at number 98 rounding out our top 10.
So looks like we have 3 of our 4 championship contenders all running in the top 10 right now then, Coach.
Absolutely. It's a good championship race tonight.
I'm showing 14 trucks on the lead lap. I'm showing the 15th truck of John Paris running as our lucky dog right now in the 15th position.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if we're going to get that lucky dog the way these guys are driving.
Got to hand it to these gentlemen. They've done a great job tonight.
Yeah, I'm showing this same Ken 15 through 31, 1 lap down, with John Paris being that lucky dog, like you said, and then 1 through, 14 with Titanium being the last truck on the lead lap.
Crystal, looks like you got an invitation to the Bandit Nation there. Matt Raines throwing an invitation out there for you.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool.
They've got their own their own thing going. I'll tell you what, they got a nice little nation going. However, they do ridicule our bandit often, so it's a fun group to be with.
Yeah, they're hard on him just like me and you are, Coco.
Absolutely. Got 216 going underneath the 180 as we watch this. 175 doing a nice job. Looks like the 175 had some rear end damage. Still doing fast and up speed. Whoa, we got a brush of the wall there with the 216, I believe.
No, Collins in the 180 truck up against the wall coming into corner 3.
There you go. I seen yellow and black and didn't know. Ken, it just blew by me.
I just happened to be focused on the 180 at the time. But we stay green, and that's the most important thing we got going on right now, Coco.
We've got 114, 120. This is getting down to 5 laps to go with Kevin Rupert still in first place in the Bandit Nation doing a nice job.
And he's stretching that lead out. He's over a 2-second lead, almost a 3-second lead now over Sean Sadler. So Rupert is stretching this thing out. And he's doing it without us.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, but he's got Shoemaker with him, so maybe Shoe is doing a lot better job than what me and you can do.
That's okay.
I think you guys do a pretty good job on your Friday night.
Oh, thank you very much. We give our best, right, Ken?
Yeah, it's about having a good time and great fellowship with not just our teammates, but all the drivers out.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we're sitting there right now with just 4 laps to go. And in OBR fashion, we're going to follow our leader at this time. And I'm going to look at Joshua Robinson is our championship driver in third position. Going to be very difficult to catch them both. So we'll see what we can do for you. But right now we're driving with Kevin Rupert in the 12. Well, we will be driving with Kevin Rupert, the 12 truck, for the rest of this race.
Yeah, Rupert's got a 3 second lead over Sean Sadler and about 5 second lead over Josh Robinson. So, Rupert, if this thing stays green, nothing goes wrong, I think this guy's got to win.
You got a big stretch out as he goes at lap 117, just coming out of the turn and going down the front straightaway. I'm going to switch over to the Joshua Robinson. Joshua Robinson kind of in the back of the pack here. Just kind of in a safe spot at this point, just thinking about the championship. We're on 118 of 120. We're going to click back here to Raging Cajun, who's got himself kind of on an island all by himself. Doesn't look like he's going to have anything for the Joshua Robinson. About 16 seconds, Ken, I'm saying 17 seconds behind him.
Yeah, it's quite a gap there between those two. I think Josh is doing a really good job, and he's just going to be taking it easy, not getting in any kind of trouble the last couple laps, and coming home with this championship if we can stay green the last 2 laps here.
We got the 12 truck right now I'm watching as he's going in on 119 to 120. We're going to follow him around after I look one more time at Joshua Robinson. We'll follow him around for the last lap. The number 20 goes underneath of the 23, giving lots of room as they go down the front straightaway. Kevin Rupert, again, way out front, just going into turn 1 as he just pulls the wheel. He got 3 more turns to go. Coming out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. He's got 2 more turns to go, Ken. Lap 120 of 120. Goes into 3, doing a nice job. There's some lap cars in front of him. I don't think they're going to play a role in this, as that 12 car comes out 4 right now.
What a great win for Kevin Rupert. What a nice win. He Ben Shepherded him tonight, just dominated this.
Fantastic goal on that is the 23. I'm just sorry, Ken, the 23 just crosses the line, and then we're going to look at the 14. 14 is going into turn 3 right now, coming out of turn 4. There is your split, guys. 98 is right behind him. Definitely trying to apply some pressure, but doesn't have anything for the 14s. They cross the start-finish line, and 14 crosses first.
Wow, great run for Josh Robinson. Congratulations on a great championship run for him.
Absolutely. Good job for Joshua. Fantastic. Congratulations to the winner and to Josh. 2 winners tonight, Ken.
2 winners, two guys I'm glad to see succeeded at what they're trying to accomplish tonight. Great job, and great job by all these drivers keeping this thing green all 120 laps.
Crystal, how was your first race sitting there with the OBRL as we wait for post-race pictures and such?
Actually, I think it was pretty cool tonight. I really enjoyed broadcasting with you guys tonight.
Great. Well, we enjoyed having you up here in the booth. Ken will do his job and get our people down here. Congrats to what's JR on Joshua Robinson. I'm like, who's Junior? Junior didn't race tonight. Thanks, BK. We appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. We got our guys lining up and taking their pictures here. Great job.
I'm hoping right now that I do have 3rd place finisher. And I believe the Truck Series champion.
Good job, Todd.
Driver of the 23 truck,
Good job,
Josh Robinson. Josh, can you hear?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Congratulations. Congratulations on a great run tonight. Hey, tell us all about it, buddy.
I did not start off very well because I hit the wall in qualifying, so that was pretty much the end of that route.
Oh, wow.
Good win there, Rupert.
But then once the
Josh.
race got settled in there, it seemed to go exactly how I needed
Great
it
job,
to.
Josh.
I was definitely not as fast as Eddie or Troy or Ben there. So I needed to go green flag the whole time so I could get my one less pit stop in. And sometimes you get lucky and it goes your way.
Sounds good. Well, we watched you most of the evening. Got definitely seen you coming up to the field and watching you through everything. Ben Shepard had some technical difficulties pulling him out of the championship race. He's usually strong on this. Did you have any pucker moments out there?
Uh, no, it was. I had a pretty calm race. Those don't happen very often, but it was nice to have a nice calm one. And that is really unfortunate for Ben. He's a strong runner.
Absolutely, and definitely congratulations on a championship, win there. It was a fantastic third place, or what was it? A third place finish and a championship. You have to be really happy and get ready to celebrate, huh?
Got to party it up.
Want to call out any of your friends, family, sponsors about with the truck series?
Yeah, I think my sponsor, Ogle's Auto Sales, and then Liberace Ogle for he did a nice job of helping coach me basically through that whole race because I had some work to do there. Uh, and then trying to pick up another sponsorship next season of Hendrick's Spot Hot Tubs down in Florida.
Well, that'd be fantastic to see that. And we have a guest announcer tonight, CC Princess Crystal. Princess Crystal, you have anything for Joshua tonight?
No, other than you did a great job. Good race out there.
I think we got stepped on there, Josh.
Oh, sorry, just saying thank you.
All right, so Ken, I think that's fantastic. Joshua, congratulations on a championship run. Thank you so much for putting on a fantastic show for us tonight to call out and go ahead and enjoy that win, buddy. And that the win and the third place finish in the OBRL, great value and asset to the league. And congratulations tonight.
You guys, thanks for putting these on. You guys do an awesome job.
Thanks, Josh. We appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy this one even a little more with the positions you're in. Ken?
All right, so that was Josh Robinson, our champion for the truck season of number 2 this year in the OBRL trucks. Now I'm trying to get a hold of Sean Sadler, our second place finisher. Sean, are you with us? It's Coco, Ken, and Crystal down up in the booth. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Congratulations on a great second place finish. The guy who won that 12 car, that Rupert guy there, he looked kind of stout. Did you have anything for him, or did he have your number?
I'll tell you what, I am sick and tired of staring at a green skull vehicle, car, truck, every week. I'm looking at the back of it. So no, he did the same strategy I did, 3-stop, and I ran out on the backstretch on coming to the first pit stop, and he rolled by me. And when I was rolling down pit road, he was just going a little bit faster than I was, and I thought, man, that might be the win right there. So he did a really good job saving fuel, kept the lead, at a good safe distance. He maintained tires and just pulled away from me. I don't think I could have run him down.
Well, you definitely look good out there. It's Kevin definitely was pushing himself there. I think you had a 2-4 second gap there at the end there, Ken. But was there any puck moments out there for you where you thought you kind of just threw it away?
When I ran out of gas right in front of the 12 going down the backstretch, coming to the first pit stop on lap 30, that was a hairy moment. I was kind of, wanted to make sure that I got to pit road, but I didn't want to speed and cost myself, extra time. But we had guys with, 4 or 5 lap tires coming behind us, and I knew Kevin and I were going to pit together. So it was a little hairy there. And then one other time we had a couple guys battling for position right there, just a couple laps to go. And I was trying to make sure I had enough to Kevin in case he ran out that I would make it, but just didn't have it. He didn't run out. He did a really good job. So I'm just proud that I actually finally made the first top 3 that I've been in this league.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations on that. Yeah, that's excellent, Sean. How did you qualify tonight? I'm sorry, don't remember how you did on qualifying.
Well, short of Ben Shepherd's alien lap, I would have had the pole. I crossed the line, and my spotter says 0.43, and I'm like, oh, that's pole. And I look down, and it says 2, and I'm like, what the heck? So I go to my standings, and I'm like, a 3. Where did he find a 3?
Well, it was up in the booth. So we have a guest announcer here tonight, Cece Princess Crystal, who joins us every week on our chats and everything. Cece, you have anything there for Sean Sadler?
I was actually wondering how the truck handled.
Handled pretty decent. Right off the start, and about 10 laps in, it started to build tight. A lot of the guys that pushed really early would build tight and get worse the rest of the way through. If you're able to kind of manage the right front a little bit, a little less wheel, and be easy on your throttle, you can kind of save it to about 20 laps in, but after that, it's just tight all the way off the rest of the fuel run. But, some of these guys are only running 5 laps or so after that. And me and Kevin and I think Josh and maybe Rob were running that 3-stop strategy. So we only made 10 laps or so on a real tight setup, and then got some fresh rubber.
Sounds good, Sean. Do you want to give a shout out to any friends, family, or sponsors?
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my sponsors that have stuck with me in my real life racing for almost 18 years now, and then stick with me in my league racing too. GoPro, Amsoil, and EVS Sports. And then tonight in the truck series we have Menards with turtle wax on them. I also want to give a shout out to a couple buddies that popped in on my stream. Ronnie Adams, and then my mom. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate everybody coming and having fun.
Well, that's fantastic, and congratulations on a second place finish there, Sean. It was a great race done by all drivers tonight, and especially yourselves in them top 3 in that podium position. One thing you got to do for us, buddy, before you go, you got to give us your best burning rubber baby before you go.
Burning rubber, baby.
Fantastic. Thanks again, and congratulations, Sean. We're going to move on to our finisher, Kevin Rupert, number 12.
Kevin, great win tonight. Congratulations on a wonderful win. You shepherded them tonight. You dominated the last half of this race. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, it was, to be honest with you, it was surprising, Ken. When I spoke to you before the race, I told you I was getting almost 32 laps during practice. So I just assumed everybody was too. And then when people on that first run, a large group, pit at 25, the group that was doing it, like Steve and Eddie, they always have the strategy down. So I immediately thought, oh, I've screwed this somewhere. I'm not thinking something right, because even though it makes sense, something's going to go wrong here, because if they're doing it. But so I was confused, but then I realized, this is working. And to be honest, I wasn't trying to save gas. I was trying to save tires, which helped me save the gas.
Well, Kevin, we have a problem with this win. As much as I want to say congratulations, we're a little worried you're going to leave the team here with Ken and myself and go on your own and do some freelance or something, because it seems like without us, you're doing better. You qualified fantastically tonight.
I did. It just goes to show I run good when I qualify well. I just don't qualify well that much. I actually waited and walked around for a minute, and then came back and did the qualifying lap. And I looked down, and it was second at the time. And I was like, "Oh snap, that's a pretty good lap. I might be okay." So it was a good start and a really great finish. The only thing is, the few wins I've had, I've never done a burnout. I decided I was going to do a burnout tonight. But while I was sitting there getting the picture made, my car ran out of gas. So there was no burnout.
So, Kevin, congratulations on a second place finish, or a first place finish, a win. That's fantastic, buddy. We're very happy for you. I'm more ecstatic even for the qualifying session, because I think that puts you in the right mindset for this race. fantastic job out there. Like Ken said, you shepherded them out there. You were 20 seconds ahead of, guys that, were in the chase and everything else. Some real fast guys out there. So you did a nice job.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I wasn't, the first playoff race I got in an incident before we took the green flag. And I wasn't super upset about it, but now I'm a little more upset about it because now I might have actually had a chance.
Hey, we had a guest host with us tonight, and she picked you for the win tonight. So, Crystal, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can go ahead and talk to Kevin first.
Hey, Kevin, how is it going tonight?
It's going really well.
Got a question here for you. What advice would you give to somebody who has never raced before and wants to get into it?
Oh, wait. You can't answer that. Is that a prelim or something here, young lady? Go ahead, Kevin.
Possibly.
I guess my biggest advice would be just go in slow and come out fast.
Is that I can't say. I would say, is that a sexual move? I'm not sure.
No, you know what I mean. Enter the turn slow and exit the turn quickly.
Oh, that's a great question. That was a good question, Crystal. All right. So, any other questions, Crystal?
How did your truck handle tonight?
Well, I actually learned something during practice when I was doing the long run to see what kind of fuel I was going to get. I realized that my car got really tight at the end, so I drove it even easier. And to be honest with you, even at the end of the long run, I wasn't super tight, so it was good. That's why I was able to pull away at the end of every run from I think it was Sean because it just never really went away on me. It didn't get super tight. I did something right.
Kevin, what was the fall off between runs, like at the beginning of a fuel run to the end, with the tire fall off the way it was? What was the tire fall off? How many seconds?
Well, it all depended on how you drove it. That's if you were halfway rough on the tires, you would definitely push hard coming out, especially turn 4. But I was taking it easy, and I was just sort of letting the angle of the turn my truck, and without me not turning the wheel. And after every run, I was still looking. My right front tire was still around 75%. So, I did a good job saving that right front. And I think that, like I said, I wasn't trying to save fuel, but at the end of the day, it helped me save fuel, and that's why I won.
Well, that's a great job out there, Kevin. We're so happy for you. It was fun calling this with you coming in for the win, and looking forward to working with you and racing with you Friday at Mid-Ohio. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks again in this truck series again with OBRL. And I'll turn it back over to Coco here for final thoughts and comments with you.
All right, Kevin, before you go, we definitely have to hear your best burning rubber baby before you get out of here, and then we'll close this up.
Well, before I do that, I want to say I've got a couple of friends that watch, and they've termed themselves the Bandit Nation. I didn't give them that name, but I will tell you, they're the hardest critics in the world. So, this is for them. Hopefully they can't say anything negative about this finish. And burning rubber, baby.
Fantastic job. And by the way, the Bandit Nation has invited CC Crystal, or Princess Crystal, to join the Bandit League Nation.
Well, I know I might recommend you stay away from those, my friends. Just warning. I've known them a long time.
All right. Well, thank you and congratulations again, Kevin, on a fantastic win. And that pretty much sums it up for all of us, I think, tonight. I just want to put out, because it's the end of the race season for these truck seasons, thanks to our Hemshack sponsor, our hemshack.net, I-40 Media at i40media.com, and our Metro Ford at Metro Ford of Chicago, taking care of the Chicago people and all around the world. Basically, any make, any model will take care of you at Metro Ford. Check out emetroford.com for all your needs. And of course, our main sponsor here for the Wednesday night truck race, I want to put a big shout out to Burning Rubber Radio. Burning Rubber Radio has all of your sports, esports, NASCAR news, things like that. Check them out on Tuesday nights. They go live on Tuesday nights at Burning Rubber Radio, BRR.show, and also check them out on their Facebook. Definitely jump in and check them out. They talk to some NASCAR drivers. They talk to NASCAR techs, NASCAR spotters. Esports is definitely broadcast throughout the show. They have a nice thing. And they also have an awesome chef. Ken, what's chef's name? I always forget his name.
John Dix.
John, there you go. John gives you awesome recipes to try out and check it out. So go ahead and give him a shot on Tuesday night. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then also they broadcast that on Thursdays as a recorded on all your music medias, SoundCloud, and all that happy, pucky stuff. And I want to thank CC or Princess Crystal for joining us tonight in the booth. CC, did you have fun tonight?
Oh, I had a ton of fun. It was great getting to broadcast with you guys.
Hopefully she'll join us again sometime soon. Ken, thank you for everything you do for the league, everything you do on Wednesday night, giving up your truck time, giving up your wheel time. I know how hard it is. I'm here every Wednesday with you. So it's a very difficult thing, but I want to thank Ken. I also want to thank Steve the Mule Thompson, number 67, for taking care of this league, handling everything up. Also want to thank Eddie Jones and the replay committee, replay director or review committee, race review committee, for being a director and kind of keeping me and Ken on our toes, as well as Joel Kilburn, who joins us also in the replay booth. But thank you, all of you, for listening to us, chatting to us, joining us every Wednesday night. Hopefully you have a good time. Hopefully we make it entertaining, and and you'll join us next season as well, or you join us in other broadcasts that we have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday. We broadcast every race for the OBRL. We actually announce Wednesday and Friday night. So from me, Ken, Cece, thank you guys again, and the entire OBRL crew. The Wednesday night truck race
Coco,
is over.
I'd actually like to give a shout out real quick to somebody.
Okay, sorry.
I would like to give a shout out to Westerfield number 35 for getting me back into racing, because I had actually dropped watching racing and all that stuff, and he's getting me back into it. So.
Well, there you go. New racer or old racer coming back into new racing is always what we want to see as the numbers increase. So there's your shout out for number 35, Jim Westerfield. I'm going to say good night, be safe, stay healthy, and until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.